right at the buzzer. So now we head on to Overpass. Vitality are looking to pick up their first series win versus this NAVI squad. It'd be pretty cool if we could see it. There's a lot on the line here for NAVI. It's a top 3 placing guaranteed, locked in if they win this. For Vitality, if they pick up the dub, they would be sat pretty at #1 in the group, locked in.
Yeah, NIP fans are also hoping for Vitality's success, right? Their fate relies on Vitality winning. If NAVI take it, NIP are out with the running to exit the groups. Flash towards B, it's going to be needed. Vector makes quick contact and they're running right at him. Julies do some dirty work. 3 kills in an instant. Got enough clicks for Electronic. And Vitality now got to click this 2v3 in place as they try and peel back with the bomb. It's denied by #1 and Bits right by his side to finish the job. That's NAVI with a pistol and Vitality right into the meat grinder.
Yeah, craziness from Electronic, man. That's like their dual Beretta dream right there. Tiny little, killing funnel for them to come through. They're all blind. You've got dual Berettas. The only problem you don't have is ammunition, and he could just left click all damn day.
Anders came up with a great idea of stat track Julies tracking each gun's kills. The inspect animation shows both guns. I guess you could do it. Maybe we can make it happen. Simple's got an MP7. And there's some eeks around the corner. Can hear him squeak. Feet on the floor. Oh, they're coming in quiet, all right. Timings will be there if Simple can turn back after he's cleared long one more time. They go right back down con. Maybe. Yes, there's one. They just can't trade, and it's a killing field. 3 kills off the MP7. Money made for that AWP soon. Already paid back the gun. Dubry looks for some deegs.
Him and Spinks are pretty keen with these Deagles. I don't imagine they're going to get given many a free fight on their way up through the toilets here. You do have some Die Young in a bit of a potentially scary spot. Like, if I were to nominate an area for potentially getting 1 Deag, this could be it. Hopping down off the bin right away. Now playing the crossfire with Bit. It's nice, it's safe. And they walk that one over the line. Dealing with the pistol round very, very cleanly. Simple might die. But the 3 kills from his MP7 leaves him flushed with money. So now we have, the Vitality guns looking to come out. We'll be missing that AWP on Zywoo.
Clean and easy for NAVI, but here's where the game really begins. Let's set Vitality's first map with Spinks on Overpass. Simple throwing himself through the smoke. That is a fearless play. Never seen a person boosted up there. Not self-boosted, but placed by Bit into the rafters. It's a great spot. You can see short. You can get a good angle of players walking up through that window. This is awesome. But sadly, Vitality won't see it. If they come back down con later in the round, maybe we're cooking.
And they definitely could with Spinks still hanging around outside of Monster, right?
I hope he stays on the spot.
2 ways they can use Spinks. Either he can try and go in early and sell the illusion that it's B, or, they go back down the connector and they go join him. Then it just becomes a question of, does Simple sit here long enough?
I really hope he does. Gonna be so confusing dying there. Bit. Trying to draw them in. 40 seconds, Vitality look committed. But Spinks will still be left out of the picture in this round. He's gonna have to reset spawn now. It's a long way back to A. Simple will play in late with a backstab. Bit's still fighting at the front toilets. 30 seconds to go. Vitality need this kill, and they get it.
Yeah, Magisk with the keen opener now. Flash is going to hold them back. Vitality need to get out long, and they kind of need to get out now. They've really left this one to the margins. Dupree and Spinks, but oh, Electronic mows them down, and that's the bomb out in the open now. Apex needs the kills, and Electronic won't let him have them. On for the ace. Spinks moving up into the site, brought down so low, and he can't win the round anymore. Just getting out with a Galil is the best case scenario. My goodness, Electronic has his way with Vitality there.
They were so ready, weren't they? They were so sure with Simple coming late up con that that was going to be a top hit. And those entries only sold Electronic's position further. Perfect lineup. 3 on the spray. And final bullet headshot onto Apex. Beautiful stuff. Stressful round for Vitality. Felt like they did everything right. So they thought. They hadn't cleared con. I hope we see that boost again in this game, knowing that it hasn't been seen by Vitality. But better for the SMG than anything else for sure. Simple now getting aggressive. You can see them underneath the wood. Get some spam off onto Dupree. Got to fight his way out of this position, or just last longer with that deep smoke a bit by his side. Simple even moves up further to fight. Apex dead. They're coming from behind. Bit swings, and he will be able to deal with one more. Spinks is very low. And Simple doesn't even want anything to do with it. Just dodges it. Flash back in. Caught from combat. Spam of the Deagle. Finally bludgeons Simple out of the round.
Oh, they've heard Magisk opening up the connector. I know about him there, but they're just going to let him have it. He can't really go anywhere. You can't plant in con. Eventually, they're going to have to make a move, and so NAVI are just prepped for the next stage of the offensive in this one. Right, up and leaving B now as a result of all this info that Sumdai Young has. It's allowed for a double stack over here at A. And that means Vitality are going into a 2v2 where they're already significantly worse off. I think even if there was one player here, it would have been hard to get in. The fact that Electronic and Perfecto can just, you know, swing peaks off the back of each other was really kind of a done deal there.
Very clean beginning for NAVI on this CT side, and we've not even had to really see Simple go too crazy. He's not had the AWP yet. These T-sides on Overpass can get very difficult to just break in as rotates are super free. Simple is buying an MP7 in a gun round when he has the money to play anything. He could have bought an AWP. He bought an MP7. He wants to do the boost again. He's going, Bit, please, please, I want to get him. No, the smoke hits the molly, and so they don't get it down. Unless Bit re-smokes it himself, they're not going to do it this round. Simple bought up the gun for this. Keep in mind, this is the best ranged SMG. That's part of why he wants to play in this position. It's still going to be pretty lethal towards that short angle. They're going to get it. Are they? I think they might. This spam is so scary.
He really wants to do it. All right.
Wants to be a freak. He wants to play with the hearts and minds.
Hide me in the ceilings.
God damn it, they're in the roofs. I can hear him.
I'm living in the walls, Spit. I'm living in their walls.
How do you clear this? You don't clear this. I'm sorry, Magisk. I'm so sorry. You tried, and that's okay. You tried, but you were never going to get through that position. Oh, they trade him, though. Was it worth it? He gave up the jig, only to die after one.
Oh. Luckily enough, Papatronic, man, he will, whatever the youngsters go and do, he'll oversee it and he'll make it all make sense. 9-1 to open up this map. The man at the helm of NAVI, talk about setting an example for your team to follow in. Now just holding on to Monster. Flash is good. He is hung out to dry there. Spinks nails him with the flash. Oh, sorry, wait. Zaiwu rather. Spinks had just done damage. Zaiwu will die swinging, and now Apex, a chance at the plant at least. They are running him down. He's going to get that first one for free. They didn't realize it was Apex, and Apex will make it happen with the ace.
Dude, what on earth? What on earth? To think how that round began And he closes it like that. Easily done by the captain of Vitality. And hey, if we can have the,
only in this one,
exactly.
man. Like,
if we can have the resurgence of Apex in map 3 of this game after, let's be real, what has been individually a weak performance out of the guy today, that would be excellent. Trades Simple and Con and goes on to clutch it out in the B site. Perfect peaks. No cover.
I can't believe they didn't realize as well. Like, he's at the sandbags getting the bomb down. They're thinking he's on default. They're all nervous about coming around a bridge. Oh, that's crazy. Apex had a really quite dire day today. He's looked quite emotional in the cameras. I don't think he's been giving us the numbers he wanted. Dude, if that little ace round can bring him alive, like you're saying, can bring him back to life, it gets scary now.
All right, we got a game on our hands. Welcome back up. Short side molly to stop aggression. NAVI are doing the opposite. They are so chilled out on this B site. Back in spawn, they had a boost. Now they pull Electronic into the water with Perfecto. Vitality want a full exec B off spawn. Simple's got his AWP, he's jump spotting a bank, so he will be left on a retake here. It's going to be Electronic on the pillar. Swung with a flash, won't peek deep, and that molly, they can just walk right behind it if they want to get involved in this site. Electronic goes back for more with another flash. It's beautiful, but he won't hit the shot. Not fast enough, only dinked. Spinks with a kill. Perfecto mauls 2. Apex eats some bullets, but he's still on the offensive, still pushing into the site. Flick for Simple is fast. 2-on-2. ZywOo quick scoping, and Simple now up for the task.
Give me the Simple ZywOo fight. Here it is. Simple's looking for it. And ZywOo with the Glock.
That's sick. Oh my god, he headshots in one bullet. One bullet for ZywOo. Needs no more. Damn. That's why map 3 between top teams is always the best, because everyone's warm, everyone's raring. And then they hit you with a pop pop. Show me this.
Dude, it's always a treat getting to watch ZywOo be Simple. It really is, you know, just watching like two genuine legends of the game going toe-to-toe. Always a good time when these two are present. Like having, you know, Lionel Richie take on Jaquinho in the octagon.
What? You've lost me. You've lost me there.
I know, it's kind of meant to be like nearly football names, was like the vibe I was going for. Simple holding on to the toilets.
Sure.
Does have a dig. Dupree's got the angle. And so does Apex, as it turns out.
Yes. Ooh, oh, it's so close. It's not quite. Vitality run amok up on this top site. Bit's going to get caught in transition, moving spots. Smoke lands, I guess. Bit of a gap for them to play below, but it's NAVI who's stuck down in the doldrums. And saving USPs now. Please now. They're obviously hoping they can get an exit if they group up somewhere else. And it is possible. Spinks is still lurking around lower. He's going to hear these steps. Pitter-patter. Spinks going to turn them into batter. Hey, mission accomplished. Gun out. Not the gun you want, though.
There's still, man, like 3 rounds already on a T side, bringing the game this close. These are all very, very good signs out of the Vitality squad. I honestly think there's going to be a lot more resistance here than maybe NAVI were ready for.
Jump scare.
You know,
He still gets that spray.
I actually have a lot of kind of negative associations with Vitality and Overpass. I've kind of watched them look like 2 different teams on this map with the old roster. Sometimes it would be that they could only ever manage like 1 T-side round and a half. That really like, well, you know, like the T-sides were hugely problematic and it heavily relied on putting up a huge CT half. I think Overpass is kind of that way inclined anyway, but it felt really, really bad for Vitality for a while. And we haven't even really seen them play. We haven't seen them play this map since Spinks was brought in. So, you know, I think this is already a very, very good start, and it's got the building blocks to go even further. They're in that power position that we talk about, where every round they win breaks the money for Na'Vi. If they can put up like a 7-round T-side here, that's monumental. And in reality, there's only like 3 gun rounds separating them from that. So this is one of them. Let's see if they can stick the landing here. NAVI shuffling players all around the map. Very mobile on this CT side. You kind of have to be.
Oh, I think a boost up on long as well. It's for the short side. Simple sees over the signs, and Bit is deep on long. NAVI have got the right stack, but yet to see a single piece. There's the flashes going over. Now Simple knows what to expect, and they line up. How is that a double headshot? Bit, oh, the bullets don't quite do it. The nade might, and it will for Simple. 3 kills on long, and he's even got his buddy system in place. Flash back in for a little bit more. How about an ace? Simple with a pistol, finds the headshot, and Magist trades, but it's a 1v3 with 10 seconds to do it. He needs a stick, and Electronic doesn't have to respect, but Magist fakes it first. Now he's got the plant. He knows one was at long. Running through the Molotov is Sunday Young, and Magist is boxed in to the site. Na'Vi keep it under their thumb. Very important Molotov push there for Sunday Young. If he does not do that, Magist can cross back to the bank, or to the stairs rather, and play that post plant, clutch it out. Denied, but beautiful shooting from Simple, with a bit of trigonometry in there as well to find 5.
Yeah, at a bare minimum, you've kept it expensive, right? Simple 4K'd that round. It should have been a pretty easy one to put to bed, and yet still Magist made it a costly round for Na'Vi. That's damage that Vitality can try and capitalize still on here. Lovely little 4K out of Simple. Felt like he was going to have an ace of his own, but obviously did run out of ammo on the A1S.
Well, that's the thing about the A1S. You don't have enough ammo to kill more than 2 people.
Yeah, you know, he got 4. Admittedly, one of them was at the USP. So maybe that guy has a point, right?
Yeah,
Simple
definitely.
Bringing his AWP back out. Another chance at seeing him be ZywOo. But he's fast down the short side.
Oh,
Simple wants to fight for connector. He's opened the door and dealt with Magisk, ready for a re-swing. He sees the leg, and he'll take the whole damn thing. Spinks on the receiving end of that. This AWP roars to life. In round number 9 for Na'Vi, it's a good start. 5v3 out of the gate.
Now they got the boost up for Con as well. It's getting worse. Good timing for dupreeh, but Bit will turn back around. Important kill that dupreeh finds in a 3-on-4 now on Vitality, and this is all a fake out on the A site. dupreeh with a deep flash, but Simple scopes up ahead of it. Sees another. It's a smoke. Simple knows, and he goes up ahead of it. Now this fake out for dupreeh. It's not convinced Simple. It's going to keep 2 monster players active here for Na'Vi. Yeah, this is a dirty setup. Especially if Electronic plays anti, this is going to be even more valuable. He's looking for a boost up. Still got a Molotov, but really this angle should be a guaranteed kill. ZywOo picks Electronic on the swing, but good luck getting the second man deep at monster. Unless there's an overface here from Perfecto, who slides into place. It's beautiful. You won't remain there. dupreeh's coming from A. Sunday Young catches him. There's the trade, but gun not ready in time for ZywOo. Keeps Na'Vi up 6-3. Very close game right now. Few T-side rounds can make all the difference here for Vitality on a map like this. And Simple is just playing confident, like more than we saw on Mirage. Obviously, there was a bit of pause in there for Na'Vi after some over-aggressive CT rounds lost them the lead and got Vitality back in that game. And then Na'Vi went to very safe rounds, which, to be fair, you know, worked, got them into 30. They did lose, but they definitely lost some confidence late in that matchup. Simple's regained all of that. He's making audacious plays. He's asking for boosts in con. He's opening doors for fights, pushing short solo with an AWP. He's going all out, man. Even that smoke push on long was a huge amount of info that allowed Na'Vi to stack B.
Bit can hear these little feet pitter-pattering his way. Still didn't have head on, so the Glocks just wrecked him.
Oh, always wear a helmet, kids. So was Glock, built diff.
And now Apex with this scout, trying to put it to use. Oh, jump peek. Don't want to try that again now that you've seen Simple embedded on the angle. Apex will take his scout onto the short side. Really feels like he wants to try and meet Simple here over towards A. Scout VO. Flash gets Apex off the angle. Young's aggressing down long right now. Now this is going to be nice to deal with Magisk, but it will leave his teammate a little vulnerable. It's good that he hasn't full committed to this run-up. He's still going to be able to offer up assistance here. That's a tag from Apex's scout. And Magisk now arrives. Simple can't hold on. He's glocked out of the round. It's Glocks doing it right now for Vitality. They've run at NAVI with nothing more than the clothes on their back and the guns they spawned with. They found a 4th round.
That's 2 Glock kills onto Simple now in this game, Harry. In gun rounds, Simple has died with an AWP to Glocks twice. That's got to be a tilter. What a robbery of a round. And to think that Young turns away from long as that all goes down and he gets shot in the side of the head. Meanwhile, Simple's probably calling for help. He got scouted by Apex. Hit the damage that slowed him down, that forced him to commit to truck. He couldn't back out CT because they were already wide. At that point, with an AWP, your best bet is a 1-for-1. He didn't even get that. Vitality win all the rounds they shouldn't. And this game is getting out of hand very quickly for Na'Vi, much as how Mirage did, but not because Na'Vi are making massive errors. I mean, well, you can't account for that, can you? Jumping headshot with the Glock. Grimy. Don't laugh, you'll cry. 2 M4s.
I'll cry yet. Anyway, that's what bedtime's for. Here we are. Electronic boosted over towards the shore. That's a little too real, isn't it? Right, he's holding on, waiting for a run out. We also have this mid boost. They love a boost. They love a boost. As far as they're concerned, player models weren't quite high enough in Valve's eyes. Could have done with making them like 9-10 feet.
Ooh, the spam has lit Magisk up.
So
contact through Monster. These Monster flashes have been the bread and butter for Na'Vi. Not only do they not have them ready, no one's here to swing off of them. Vitality anti, they just wait for it. Nice try, guys, but we're already in the sight, and we've taken out your rifle. Only Simple left up with his in heaven, does get a responsive kill, but he is decked by ZywOo's AWP, and with that plant comes a 5th.
Yeah, Bits grabbed the gun, but nothing more than a saving mission, and even then Dupree does everything in his power to put a stop to that. Vitality, this is a legit T-side they're building up, and it's about to get even better, right? A full eco is now looming for Na'Vi. They put money into that round there. And so, really, you know, we're looking at an even scoreline. We're looking at a 6-6, so long as we don't have any more weird pistol rounds, like vanilla pistol rounds, picking up wins.
Yeah, we're watching you, Na'Vi. Don't you dare. Got a flash. Again, they're just going to keep contacting B. If you can't stop it, why would we? Flash is ready. Timing is everything. Quick switching is a danger, Apex. You're alone here, bud. He's going to get contact. There's a flash. He is full blind. And now the pistol has begun for Na'Vi. A gun gifted.
Oh, God.
Even fight. Electronic with another. And let's slow this one down, folks.
No. It can't happen again. It cannot. You can't have another full eco round here, picking up a W. The gun's in Young's hands, flashed off the angle, but he turns from it. Still will get dealt with on the push back in. It looks like Vitality are not going to fall down here. That moment to compose themselves, that moment to really make sure they nail this opportunity. They don't let it go out the window, and now it's just Simple left standing with this Deagle 1v3. In a different game, under different circumstances, we might not be writing this off, but man, this is a Vitality that's coming alive. And Simple, don't see him getting more than one from this, right? They're in position to trade. Everyone can just swing on the back of contact, and it never even comes down to that. Dupree's got his number.
Yeah, Dupree, the guy that saved the day on Mirage. Remember those clutches? He picked up back-to-back 1v1, 1v2, and had some 6 game-saving rounds after the fact as well. He seems like he's got his confidence back. Very aggressive in these post plants right now, and it's only creating, you know, problems for NAVI.
Did someone like remind Simple that Dupree was on Astralis once upon a time, and now it's like that mindset switch is just right back in there? You know, like the guys who always used to gatekeep him now show him back up again.
Hey, did someone remind Dupree that he was once on Astralis? I mean, he's playing way better than he's been playing in these recent games. Nade stack, Vitality pulling out a bit of cheese. But no one there to receive, and a huge gun round, because at this point in the game, every win comes at a price of 2 for 1, presuming you don't get E-code, which is a dangerous presumption to make in this game. But Vitality, if they win this round, they win the half. No other way of slicing it. NAVI would just be Swiss, full of holes, as is this B site. Just creeping up, can't bit fires off early, still gets his kill. Got him trapped though with that door off. He hasn't got an escape route. Flash to mid. A second before they peek, Dupree wins it. 10 health the difference. Doesn't matter. Frag is a frag. Vitality will take it. Bomb back to B. It's been their way in to this T half. But another double monster setup, and legs almost getting seen. Toesy woesies on the tip of Apex's tongue. Fungally.
Ew. Daiwu. Just putting a pot shot through Dice, hoping that something would connect. It doesn't, but it does tell NAVI that AWP was short, and that's going to lead to them keeping resources over MAPA. Heaven Smoke's missed. Okay, that's not ideal. That's not great. Not gone swimmingly, and now Some Die Young able to provide some assistance from Heaven. Hastin the Herd, a 2v2. Zywoo on the angle, but a boost coming in, going up, going over, and now in the sight line, Simple's going to catch Zywoo. It's left to Apex to clutch this one again. We've seen this before. Deja vu, but this time, run down. Apex gives it his damnedest, but can't get past Simple in the 1v1.
Yeah, he had to win that. He came into this game very cheeky with some naughty boosts, some questionable buys, some tomfoolery. But at the end of the day, you've got to be shutting down those rounds if you're Simple, and he does it justice. 7 for NAVI, and a 1v2 from Apex. The second one shut down. It was him who even missed the Heaven Smoke in the first place. A new lineup I've not seen, a bit of an awkward one. The bounce is just a bit too far, and well, not far enough to win the round for Vitality. That's fine though. They keep it very expensive. Simple saves the AWP, but Vitality still know the winning half is in sight. Break it here, and then anti-force in the finale. But just as much as that they have that accessible, if NAVI 9-6 it, it would be far more par for the course for a game of Overpass. A good talking to for Vitality.
I love how much Apex talks with his hands, man. It's so good. Like, you can just, I don't know, you take like one look at him and within a second, you just can't help it.
Yeah.
Like, he could just be talking down the line and saying, oh, guys, you know, good job.
You're doing it right now.
But suddenly, you know, you've like got all of that from his body language. It's a real treat to watch. And it didn't look like that came from a place of frustration. I think Apex mentally is very much more checked in for this one. He can feel the Vitality on a bit of a hot streak right now.
He's got as many kills as he had in the entire last map. And the map before that, he got 5 kills. So he's already having his best game, and it's going to get better. Oh, it's going to get better, all right.
Speak of the devil, and he shall appear, but Electronics there to hold the line down. Won't let them spill through B just yet. Vitality, they kind of played their hand just there, made it look like they really wanted to pick up the pace in a B, and now NAVI know they're going to keep a third man down here. Extra Simple. All right, gonna give Electronic the AWP. Low on health.
Don't block his shot, though. Smoke comes out on short. Vitality go out the monster. Don't tell him. Magisk could get that mid-site smoke if he wants. Boost up, avoided, dodged by Simple. He's almost in the firing line, and he jumps up into it, finding Spinks in the process. They know Magisk is now out and in control of the site, but they're waiting at the pit. Plant is a pipe dream here for Vitality, as it's stuck out on short, but Magisk is laying down the law, opening the door to this B-bomb site. ZywOo's got a... Oh, he's seen them on the cross, didn't throw the bomb, looking to fight it himself, and he hits the first.
All right.
Gonna have to be fast. 15 seconds, missed shot. ZywOo looking for more. They're getting the things off. Wallbang's connecting, and he hasn't got the time to play games. He's got to get picks. He's got to get them quick. And they throw themselves into the scope. ZywOo has time to stick. He fakes it anyway, and that's the round for NAVI.
That's crazy, man. He came so close to doing it, but Bit just doesn't give the kill over. You know, by his standards, having a pretty quiet overpass game is Bit. And yet still he's able to find you rounds. Sometimes it's in the fights that you don't take that you're able to find those little victories there. They just toy with ZywOo long enough. He can be hitting every single shot he's given. If you never give him the shot, he can't win the round.
Oh, he could have stuck as well. That's the saddest part.
Well,
he absolutely.
Yeah. So he like there, if he stuck right there, yes. But by the time he actually clicked it, it was already too late. All he could do was fake.
Sure. Not a pretty position to be in. Hit all those shots before, though. Very important. The Bit was tucked. And so now Na'Vi can still find this 9-6 that would be excellent as far as they're concerned with how this game has gone, with a full eco win for Vitality, with some robbed rounds in this map. And a resurgence from Apex. ZywOo sees ahead, but he won't get any more chances. You spot the AWP if you're Bit there, and you do not go back for more. Vitality haven't really shown anything on A. But when they have come here, it's been great success. 3 CTs in position, however, including the AWP.
Oh, smoked off though. Simple's going to try and play around it.
Ooh.
That's him hung out to dry. His teammates also peeking wide around this smoke. Bit, this could be his moment here. Gonna deal with the first man in. Spinks on the receiving end of that. Bit's able to get back within the site itself. Now playing behind Dice. He's even gonna try his hand at the long peak. ZywOo has been trying to wall bang this. Surely it don't happen though. ZywOo's got to focus elsewhere. Bit still winning fight after fight. They're finally playing into his bomb site, and now it's his turn to lay down the law. Bit with 3. This is his moment, and there's the 4th to seal the deal. A 9-6 half for Na'Vi. That should be ample footing for them to have a chance here to close out this series on the 3rd map.
From the back roads to back streets, I see you foes trying to trap me, but I don't run like a track meet, even though I'm #1 like an athlete. And the way I maneuver around you and through you, I'm coming and I'm...
got the bomb down, but where's Zywoo's fragged? He's got to start posting something, but from where? He's just got a slight gap under the smoke, and it's enough to catch Boomich in transition. Zywoo wants to pull it across the line. 2 frags onto 2 of the best. And now swings out for another. He's possessed. Zywoo won for another ace, another clutch. It's Perfecto hunting him. No one has been able to knock him on his ass yet, and he's got 6 HP. It didn't stop him before, and it doesn't stop him again. Zywoo!
Late into the night and the juices are flowing fast. Vitality and NAVI into a 3rd map, and this would be a disastrous loss for whoever has to field it. Guaranteed playoffs for a winner, and even guaranteed top 1 of the group for Vitality if they can make it out alive. They've got to pull it back. 6 rounds on the T side on a map they've not fielded on this roster is a pretty impressive beginning, but it's all about the ending, Harry. It's all about where we're going. And NAVI want to end this with style as they swap sides to the offense.
Yeah, 9-6 might feel nice for NAVI, but hell, man, this is the furthest Vitality have ever come in this series, so what's to stop them from turning this around and taking the whole thing?
A little birdie told me Dupree's pretty good on these pistol rounds, and Apex is picked around middle instantly. But we're going to need Dupree more than ever. He's put up, as you said, 65% of the pistol kills in all of the pistols in this series for Vitality. And more often than not, it's the USP that does them dirty. Double pistols in con. Zywoo spamming and running. Takes out Perfecto, evening the playing field.
Yeah, they also never saw Spinks here. They don't really know about him, so that's a bit of a nasty surprise for later on. Vitality even spotting some Die Young back outside a Monster, and Zywoo's starting to run a bit of a rotate here, but now he's heard the footsteps. Now he's enticed. He's collected all this info with his ears.
Yeah. It's
NAVI going to start to walk towards B, aren't they?
That's the right sense. But NAVI, they don't know it. They're walking into some nonsense. 4 players in position to shut out this round. Dupree in heaven.
Yeah, that's the big thing, right? Dupree up in heaven as like the reigning pistol champ for Vitality. He's on hand, he's nearby, he's ready to help out, and he's gonna need to because Magisk is dead, and now he's smoked off out of heaven. Spink's trying to put on a show, and Zywoo with the mode out. Ammo is the least of his concerns.
4. Dude, it's growing on me. Every game I see him, I like him a little bit more. Yeah, Apex, running it back, finger guns. And a flash of success for Vitality as they take a pistol round on this CT side. Now their streak can begin. Unless NAVI are going to steal away some Glock rounds. I wouldn't expect them to.
Bit of tongue action on that one as well.
Yeah.
Fingers and the tongue in tandem. Damn. Right, so Vitality now just up against the pistols.
Yep. Indeed. Simple's brought up a little bit here. Everyone else on the Glocky Wockies. Goni Wani dead in Monster. Simple's here. And he's going to get one. They chase him, though. Dupree hit quick headshot. Perfecto gone from the other side of the map. It's just bit. Soon to fade away into the abyss. Oh, he blind. Double ding. Now the game begins. Will Simple by the MP7. It's all anyone is wondering. Galul instead.
Yeah, bonus round for Vitality. They still have these SMGs, still have Famuses. It's going to be pretty nice, right? Just a bit of free damage there onto Bit. Electronic working the connector. Boosts on boosts at the B-bomb site.
Wow, Navi did their fair share. This is a cool boost because you do a jumping boost. You're not actually in the air for long. And if they're down in get right, you just jump and shoot. You jump and shoot. And maybe you hit a few shots, maybe you don't. But it's worth the risk. 50 damage. It's great for an MP9. Oh, Apex! They're right there!
Oh my. Timing on that swing gets a little awkward for him, doesn't it? And now Simple, not gonna check for Dupree. They walk into this gnarly double setup down at short. Bit might have found one over here towards A, but that's just the kill to get the ball rolling. This bomb coming up through middle on the back of Electronic could be a cause for concern. There's always a world where it gets caught. Luckily enough, Dupree's gone on a very long rotation here. And Bit's even trying to make his way down through the bank. Oh no, that's rough. Electronic making noise, running up short. Spinks has heard the footsteps. Dupree's now moving in on the backstab, and Spinks is watching Con. Electronic already decided it was cleared. And then Spinks pokes his head up. That's 9-9. Vitality with a tie game. Their bonus round, winning the first rifle v rifle. They're now feeling great, man. They've got free upgrades on the back of that. Another, low economy round for NAVI loaded in the pipeline. This is where they can look to take the lead and be very rich while they do it.
Yeah, they've pillaged AKs. That's such a great feeling in this point in the game. NAVI, eco win would go a long way, but can't expect it. Triple nades, probably going to see that monster stack for a boost and try and get a free pick. They might even get it. There's a player jump spotting. It's all about the timing that they jump. Apex, out of dodge, fortunately enough. And now he knows he can jump spot. NAVI decide to full reset. It's often expected that the T's will just commit off that nade stack, so NAVI don't want to be too one-sided. Too 1D, rather. Single smoke, but you don't need flashes to get rifles off the angle. That or Deagles. Spinks. Give them a bit of respect, a bit of range. Doesn't want to drop the gun in no man's land and be picked. Ooh, nice kill. NAVI should really be no threat in this round.
Oh, man.
Okay.
All right, Simple, taking it personally, it would seem. Trying his damnedest to keep these rounds competitive, and that kill could take him a long way. Forced an extra pair of hands up towards this A side of the map, and Vitality are now getting a bit antsy, even aggroing up through Con.
Crazy.
This could be the play that makes or breaks the round. It looks like they're going to hit the timing on the backstab. No one's considering it. Why would they fast flank? That's not the prettiest spray you've ever seen from Dupree, but it does the job, and that's what matters. Damn. Double digits locked in for Vitality as they break that one apart with minimal casualties, we'll call it.
Dupree just like, yeah, okay, I'll take it. Yeah. we never really saw those con flanks for Na'Vi, right? They didn't play it a lot towards the latter stage of the half. They had Simple in it with Bit a couple of times at the beginning, but I think they had one flank on A plays and it didn't really work. Mainly because Vitality spent the majority of their T side walking out Monster and doing B executes. But that's a very fast flank. You won't see that same kind of speed again in a gun round. You don't want to give Na'Vi a get out clause and let them dive back down into B if they're holding it. It's nice to pull into a round like that. They're going to catch Na'Vi off guard, rid them of the pistols quickly. Now a rifle round for Na'Vi, a must win before this money starts to get seriously out of control. It's already there. Got a bank account on Vitality. Double molly setup. You're going to force a smoke, but Bit will be able to do nothing about the second. Rest of Na'Vi creeping through connector, somehow avoiding that spam damage. Spinks is still here. He looked away at the gap in the door, and Perfecto picks his head. Molly pushes, player barrels out. Actually, it lands rather on the wood. Force a monster fight. No one's there. It's a safe setup with Magisk and Zywoo, and if Simple swings, he will face that AWP. I'd like to say he shouldn't win that fight, but I hesitate to do so. Zywoo has been quick indeed. Glock or Orb doesn't matter. Quick to miss, however. Now Na'Vi, they know where the Orb is. They're going to go for a boost. Or not. Back up Con to XXA. Simple looking for this Heaven Peak. Just missed the timing. Electronic is very far up short, but they don't know about Dupree. Going to clear him very late.
Yeah, it feels like Vitality have pieced this one together. They're triple leaning over towards A, and that's in spite of all the players they've seen down at B. Now, Dupree goes for one over at long, but his teammates have perished, getting very little done back in the site outside of that one kill from Zywoo's Orb. With the bomb already down, Magisk a long way away, and Dupree out on a bit of an island where they know about him. It makes a lot of sense to just save here. Give Na'Vi the respect, and they even run down Dupree over at the long side. Magisk gonna get out of there with his AK at least. Keeping him alive means that the guns defo coming through again for Vitality, but Na'Vi do cook up a bit of a winner there.
Yeah, opening fight for Zywoo was, you know, he could have gotten a lot more value off of just playing the bomb site. He knew he had a player cornered at short, but going that wide to take that kill when Na'Vi were poised in toilet to trade, yeah, that's just a free 1-for-1 on the Orb, and that is a fight that you really love if you're Na'Vi. Getting the Orb caught out like that. You know, he thought he cleared toilets, but they were tucked in on the left side past Divider. So if Zywoo doesn't go for that opening fight, that round looks very different as he has the chance to back up, to get multiple shots off from Dice, from Truck. That one and done just gave Na'Vi the red carpet to walk into A. However, at least they've broken the mold. They're back in the match. First round of the half. The 4 in a row from the Vitality boys. Spinks quick to party. But again, it's just Bit here working it alone. Simple holds for this jump that Apex has been doing. Different jump this time. And even sees that Orb.
Oh, Zywoo leaving connector. Yeah, I like that he's come back. I was very concerned for Spinks' safety here, but he's holding for the cross. Spinks still gets tapped out by Bit. That's a lovely opener. Going 1-for-1 there with the kind of ambush that Zywoo was laying up is big. You get something out of your lost man, at least. Simple over at the sandbags, hoping he's given a fight, and patience might be his biggest virtue here. That molly's actually pushed them to the other side, not what Simple wanted, and now he's been mollied as well. Brought down real low in the process. The nade not quite gonna find him, and Simple will get out of there. Magisk boosted. They were hoping they could capitalize, but they can't. They've already dodged and weaved this short boost up in towards the A site now. Simple lies in wait with this AWP. Flashed off the angle, but no one's fired a bullet yet. ZywOo's going to collect that information. Manual mode. Ooh. Now he's blind, having to concede some control. Apex would have to save the day, and that double's done exactly that. All the momentum gone for Na'Vi. They can't follow through with the A play anymore. This is a save round. Apex and ZywOo have done enough.
Yeah, I mean, the differences in these T sides and Na'Vi are really looking for those top picks before they just go to those go to the B site. You know, Vitality were fine at just running contact plays and walking out Monster with a couple of flashes and just, you know, dueling it out. But Na'Vi have sent Bit mid every single time on his own. He at least goes 1 for 1 in this round, but it seemed like that wasn't commed for Na'Vi. Simple was holding left side of pillar when the molly came down to push a player right. Unless it was meant to be a barrels molly, in which case that would have been a lot better for Simple, but he just wasn't in the position to capitalize on that burn. Which is a shame, because Na'Vi have been throwing the util towards Wood as well on Monster, and there's never been anyone there. Well, that time there was. Sucks to call a round off like that, but it was Na'Vi's best bet. Apex is playing phenomenal right now. He has had, and I'll remind you, 5 kills map 1, 11 kills map 2. He's already way ahead of that. He's at 17, I think. So, 3rd in the server, 2nd on his team. Very good game out of the captain for Vitality. Just what they needed here to end the day, to end their group stage. Still more maps to play, of course. Final day is tomorrow, where we have 3 BO3s at the same time. Ooh. Young makes it out, but he gets dinked in Apex. Man. That's more like it, bud. Even more spam to Simple. Puts him on 67. He's going back for more. Ooh, that's risky. Insane. He's got to be happy with that. He doesn't know it, but not only is it a kill, it's almost another 100 damage from his spam.
Oh, I thought he was going to try and nade the little pocket under the spam spot. It looked like he was going to. If he did, Young was there at 50 health. Ooh. Instead, going to come to ZywOo. We'll knock him out with the AW. Oh dear, is this one starting to have similar overtones to Mirage, where Vitality are able to pull ahead right near the end? We all remember how that one ended. Vitality did pick it up. They're looking to do the same thing here and now. Bit up through the short side. Will he account for Spinks? Oh. He does check for him, but doesn't even come close to winning that fight. Electronic all alone and put in the dirt. 12 for Vitality. The money in a bit of a bad way for Na'Vi. They can pull up with guns. It's going to come with a lot of limitations, though, and not limitations you want to be making at this kind of scoreline. I'm getting nervous now. Scariest part is, not even like Simple's been quiet in this one. He's been like one of the kind of dependable pieces, yeah. Right? I know he started to struggle a lot more across these last few rounds, but he's looked good. Bit even having a resurgence. He had a quiet first half by his standards here on Overpass. I don't think he's quite at the level we'd need him to be. Fast into this B-bomb site now. Magisk responds with an opener and lives to tell the tale. Dupree and Magisk putting on a show. They've dealt with the B play. And Na'Vi have got to go back to the drawing board in the mid-round in a 1v4.
Yeah, you don't want to save either, but a minute and a half on the clock. And Simple in a 1v4 for the ace with no bomb. I mean, it's not very realistic, is it? Bad time for Na'Vi to go stale in this series.
Only way this goes weird is if like Vitality get ahead of themselves.
Yeah.
I've seen.
We've all seen that Guardian round, and so it will never happen again, Harry.
Yeah, exactly. Now this is just kind of a more common spot for weirdness to happen because it's hard to get like the split angle trade from Short and Monster. But I just don't imagine they hunt at all, because it's like, why would they? We can just wait. And Simple's showing us, I know where they are. I just can't do anything. I'm powerless.
Yeah, I'm Bit's solo working A in all of these rounds, and think about what you're running into if you're Bit. You're running into Spinks ZywOo setups. Like, you're not meant to win that. The fact that he's even gone 1 for 1 in some of these rounds is good. But I think if Na'Vi actually do want to take middle away from Vitality, they need more numbers. Can't just leave it on the shoulders of one player, because the B pops aren't exactly working. That eco round is a perfect example. If anything for Na'Vi, it's like a test. It's like, okay, what are they doing? Let's you know, go for a speedy round into lower. See their setup, see their util. condition them a little bit, but it's still Vitality dealing with it very easily. 13-10. NAVI have had 1 round in this half. 7 to Vitality here. So this is where, you know, not just the pressure's on Blade, but we get to see the depth of Electronic, who is relatively new to the in-game leader roles, you know, speaking. Luckily, Blade's coming in with some words of wisdom, but even so, once we hit the mid-round, Coach is cut off. It's all on Electronic shoulders. Make or break round. They're going 2 for 1 right now, and that would be series point for Vitality.
Simple got knife.
Ah,
Bit of a team knife there.
oh, not what you want.
Really not ideal. Maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe it matters a lot. These are the things you won't know till it's too late.
Even mentally, you know, knowing that you're the top performer in the server and getting knifed.
It just like limits all the risks you can take as well. Like an M4 one-shots you now. You know, that's problematic. Bit dead on the solo A-lurks.
They're never going to get any space here with Bit just dry peeking into these setups. But Monster Pop is the play anyway for NAVI, and even then that weird smoke denies it. They don't want to lurk out behind it, and Spinks is in literally T-spawn. There's a minute on the clock, and NAVI are boxed in. First class delivery.
No one's even considering it. Like, this is not a level of disrespect that NAVI are used to facing here. Spinks won't commit much further than this. He's holding for a fallback.
Oh, dear.
With Dupree winning another fight, the nade's nice. It's a nice way to reclaim a number over towards B, but here's the response. The Molly's going to force Simple out. Young does have a good bit of room, but he's really bungled the opportunity. Simple will check spawn, but he's super low on health.
That's too obvious at this point.
This is also a point where he would have been on 52 HP right now if not for that team knife. Suddenly, 20 points of health, has to win it all alone in the 1v3. 20 seconds, he's not long for the round. He's saving a Vitality onto 14. Make no mistake, they are running away with this map.
Yeah, this is impeccable for Vitality. Like, digging deep in this series after the way that Mirage was going, after how good Na'Vi looked to 2-0 this series, they had an 8-round T-side on that map to start the game. That's unbelievable. Vitality still dug deep, they won it out. And now they're 2 away from top of the group. Guaranteed, by the way, tomorrow's result will not affect Vitality's placing if they can win this game. They're also saving NIP from guaranteed elimination. They still have, you know, a way to fight through into the playoffs. It's unlikely, sure, mathematically, but it at least means it's not out of NIP's hands fully yet. We're also not there yet. Na'Vi now have got to adjust on this top site. They can't keep leaving Bit to solo lurk. And I think that realization sets in, especially that round when Simple even kills Spinks coming in through the T-spawn flank. Little did they know, he could have been there 25 seconds earlier.
No, exactly right. If anything, I kind of think you're glad that Spinks pushes, because like you say, now it's given them that like visual warning of, okay, they are taking mid, they are all B, they know it because they're only killing one guy there, and then they're just holding W and getting all that info. Na'Vi are now very aware of that. They have to be. And so Simple's taking the spawn for mid, smokes the molly just to give the illusion that they're playing around here, and he'll drop into connector with the AWP. Young's out Monster again. I don't know what the obsession is with running into the nades at B, but they love it.
Missed Molotov for B short from Na'Vi as well. It lands back at Monster. Can't even deny aggression onto Water now. Hasn't happened, but Na'Vi don't know that. It's out mid at least. Spinks alone at long, so I would play in the bomb site. Simple's AWP connector. Spinks, not a problem to rely on this guy to get away with a multi-kill in this position. And oh, this is the bomb. Presumably won't go long alone. He's dropping it first. Spinks wins that fight anyways and goes back to toilets for a bit more cover. Here's the flash as he knows they're chasing him out long as well. 8 bullets, gotta keep in mind. Simple's now on the angle as well, so Spinks' reswing should be denied. There's the flash though. Bit's gonna hit the headshot instead. Massive kill for NAVI to make this eco round a reality. Are they gonna go back to lower? Because if they do, aggression has been found. Vitality take short water back. This is what allowed them that quick flank in the anti-eco near the start of the half. We don't have a flash currently to go through. Bit could lob one, but they're just gonna do it dry. Does work for a kill. Magist trades and it gets back to the site.
Yeah, he is alone in this, though. He needs to hold on, and that is a nice way for it to open. Simple moving in with this AWP, and Perfecto here to cover him. Simple needs to plant 15 seconds right now, looking for the kills. Up and over into ZywOo's AWP. 15 for Vitality here on Overpass. 1 round away from solidifying first place in the group.
Yeah, the Danes have been so good in this game as well, right? Like, we've been talking a lot about Apex. Obviously, he's had a resurgence. ZywOo's hitting all the shots he needs to. Glockin falls in T side, but down to this B side, Dupree and Magisk have not let NAVI in. They've tried their fair share of B pops, these rushes, these eco rounds. They seem easy, but you know, a couple of well-placed Tech 9 shots can end a round, and Vitality have not allowed that to happen. Magisk and Dupree have been solid anchors, but Simple still is in the server. Pick ZywOo on a con peak, a bit audacious, but you can't blame him with how this game has been going. However, ZywOo dead first. NAVI need to make the most of this opportunity. Apex has come rotating up to assist Spinks in middle. NAVI know that that's split the defense, likely 2-2. Will they clear Spinks? Surely.
He's been here a lot. They should be ready for it, yeah, and Bit is. He's very well acquainted with all the little trickery that's been used to uproot his A rounds. Apex at long is a more like interesting note that they're not at all prepared for, but he's in danger of missing all the timings anyway. Magisk hears them coming up through the site, and he's going to get checked over at long. Still good for the first. Simple and the bomb holding outside of B, while Apex is now committing to this long wrap. Gonna get the info that they're not up short. And now he's starting to wrap B. The rotate's been called for. Oh my goodness. Apex is making moves. Now he could still miss this timing royally. They could just go up con, and then suddenly all this info is for naught. He's gonna get here too late for it to matter. Simple moving away as well.
Oh, no.
Apex, he think he's outread them, but now it's dawning upon him that actually he's played right into their hands. Simple deals with the man on the backstab, and Magisk and Dupree are going to be left saving.
Yeah, they don't even know where to go, really. Like, seeing Simple get that kill only told NAVI that Vitality were down in B. That's where they were heading through spawn. And that's going to lead them out of the party for now. The Danes have to save. Dude, how does Simple hit these miraculous timings? Both times the Vitality have flanked T-spawn. Spinks held it for 30 seconds, and then the second he started going, Simple turned around. Same story for Apex there. Not just eyes in the back of his head, but a sixth sense. One more round for Vitality. They've still got a rebuy. They've got a couple of them. In fact, they should not really even be thinking about ecos at any point in this game. Cash is stacking. And 4 rounds the difference between overtime and a GG.
Oh.
Yeah, that's when you go for the con pick at a 5-on-4. When you get picked first, but you know you're still going to win the round, or at least you think. Oops, sorry guys. I won't do it again, says ZywOo.
Look, man, you get to laugh and giggle at the first one. But if it becomes a reoccurring problem, if that ends up being one of the best cases you had to close out this map, that's when it'll come back to haunt you.
Simple dropped a decoy, I think. Just to fire off AWP sounds so someone would aggress and think he's not ready to fight. He's going to smoke toilets from middle, but this is a B-pop for NAVI, or at least it was going to be. They showed Deep Monster, and look at what that's done. Exactly what NAVI wanted. Nade and Molly out, and likely Magisk going to smoke it at the end as well. So a bunch of nades used on B early in the round.
It's crazy how, like, throughout the constant pushing and prodding of A and B, it's like overtime, Electronic and Blade have put together an idea of how to counter this. Now, it's come super late, right? But they are doing a good job of baiting out all this utility that was disrupting B plays earlier on in this T side. They've at least taken a lot of retake potential out of Vitality. A lot of slowdown potential's no longer there.
Ooh, and Molly might force him forward. Oh, he lives. Oh, burning!
That's worst case
Burning!
scenario. That is worst case scenario. Does a bunch of damage. He somehow stays alive. Spinks knows he's very fortunate to still be in this round.
Oh, full blind! And Sumda Young finally gets on the board. It has been a long time since this guy's gotten a kill, but that is massive. It's forced panic towards lower. Spinks is still low inside of the toilets, needs to pick a spot, pick an angle, tuck in a corner, hope he doesn't get cleared, but he's leaving it down to NAVI and their laziness. It's not there. Bik does check the corner. Just Zaiwu now on the site. Rotations being pulled back up. He's got to go big mode. He's got to go goblin mode. Zaiwu flicking back. That's 7 seconds. Perfecto trades, and he's just got enough time to plant.
Oh, just barely. Just barely time for that round. And Dupree was already running away. He was hoping it was theirs to tie. Now in the 1v2. There must be a part of you that wants to give this a look in, but it looks like he will just commit to the save, let NAVI have it, and go again in the next one.
Simple hear this? This is, you know, he's leaving his teammate completely alone here, so Simple's hunting, but he seems to know it's a save. However, he just missed the timing to Dupree getting in connector. So, 12 rounds now. Sumda Young, very dangerous fight, but in the midst of the madness, to have that first contact down on B and get through Monster with a flash kill, that just scrambled Vitality for a second. Zaiwu tried his best, got as many shots out as he could with the AWP, but 1 second left as that plant came in for NAVI.
Like, not even a whole second, like half a second if we're being optimistic. There was a tiny window to still get that bomb down.
According to the kill feed, that was a team flash as well on Magisk and Monster by Dupree, so very awkward timing. Likely, like Magisk, if it was Magisk on the pillar, he saw the player come and he had to look into the flash to take the fight. Didn't want to turn. But even so, awkward situation. 3 rounds. Only 3 rounds. They can come very quickly. Vitality still have a rebuy, but now you'll notice that money, it's bottomed out. Vitality don't win this one. They're eco. Suddenly we're looking to round 30, Harry. It's getting scary. Close it now, Zaiwu.
Gonna try his hand at the mid-peak. Flash gets him off the angle. Good thing he didn't go back in for more. Simple was already posted with that AWP.
It's so frustrating to not be able to go for those kills because, you know, with Overpass, every shot you take is AWP. You back up another space to another lane, another line rather, but you know, you're only going to get so many shots in a round as an AWPer when util is coming in, when flashes are pushing you off corners. So it's hard to make that call to not re-peek, but you've got to do it. Can't risk the opening kill. Oh, he backed into the nade there. Oh, another nade, perhaps a juicy one. That will do.
This is great early damage, isn't it?
Yeah.
Also, the bombs outside of B in this one. This is a round where NAVI, at least out of spawn, had an idea that they wanted to try and lean B. Now, they might not commit to that. We've seen them go for these last moment rotations up the connector. It's been a real focal point,
baby.
But this time things are a little bit rougher. Zaiwu gets the open a bit. Down and out for the count. They have sent 3 up towards A, leaving this B hold entirely down to the Danes. Dupree and Magisk have got to put on a brave face now. They're going to re-aggro Monster. This is so ballsy. Like, they are the B defense. There's no one else, but they're going to get this info. Apex maybe in the right place for a backstab, but what just happened there? He started running away. Electronics made it up and away. Vitality thought this was the B play. They thought this was a ruse, but now in come NAVI. Zaiwu wins that first fight. Bombs going down, but Magisk's fight gets rid of it. Electronic dead. It's just Perfecto. 1v4 with the swing. He's gone, and Vitality, they top the group. 2-1 in this series, closing it out on Overpass, battling back against NAVI. Look at what it means to Apex, man. He's shell-shocked with this one. Incredible scenes, great gameplay, and they're now risen up to the top of Group A.